Hello everyone, this is Jonathan Kiley with Skins.com. Today I'm going to be using a couple different products for kind of a new fly from an old idea, I guess. It's a spoon fly. It's going to have Hareline Products, Loon Products, all kinds of cool stuff. So the products I'm going to use specifically are Kiley's Spoon Skins, the Slow Roller Tail in red, size 1 through 4. And then I'm also going to use the UV Clear Fly Finish Thick with some Fire Brick Red color tint for that. Alright, so to make a spoon fly, the first thing you have to do is bend the hook. I use a pair of wire benders right here. I start at the eyelet. You want to make sure that the hook is parallel in the pliers. And then push away with your thumb once you get it in there. Start a little bit of a bend, move the pliers back, push again, move them down the shank a little further, keep bending and moving the hook down until basically the top of your eye is almost parallel with the tip of the hook. Just like that. Okay. Place it in the vise, and that's how it looks. Okay, this is a 1/0 hook, a Gamakatsu hook. It's actually a SS15, and I'm going to be using the Kiley Spoon Skins, which is also a 1/0 size, made specifically for 1/0 hooks. They all vary in range, but they're pretty close. Alright, one other thing I'm going to use is some .25 lead, and that's how I'm going to start this fly. Is essentially I'm going to wrap the very top of the shank of the hook from about here to here, which is only the straight portion, with lead. Okay, and then I'm also going to use this mono thread. I get this through Hareline. It's a 3/0 size. It's clear, which is good when you're using UV products. It cures basically the entire portion of it. Light shines through it. Take my mono thread. I'm going to work it over this lead, keep it from twisting. I'm going to go back and forth a few times. Just helps kind of hold everything in place. And I'm going to work this over this bend right here, where the spoon fly or the spoon skin is actually going to start. Okay. Another thing I'm going to use is a medium bead chain, stainless, through Hareline as well. I'm going to put that on actually towards the end here. Alright, the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie in my slow roller tail. I'm going to use the plain one. These come in 3 sizes, basically small, medium, and large. The small accommodates the size hook 6 to 12. The medium is 1 to 4, and the large is basically a 1/0 and above. Now I'm going to use the smaller tail, even though this is a 1/0 hook, but I'm going to use the smaller tail for this particular fly. You can be as creative as you want when it comes to fly fishing, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, so if you look at the tail here, this is the front tie-in point. I'm going to tie this right to here. I'm going to tie it over the bend here because the actual spoon skin is going to go there. Come back up. I'm going to fold over this little tab here. Helps lock it in place really well. And then come back here and stop. One thing I haven't demonstrated yet on the website, and I'm going to do that now, is how to mark these tails. Yes, they are elastic, but there is a way you can mark it. You have to stretch it in order to mark it. So I'm going to stretch this out. I'm going to mark it, make some hash marks on both sides. As long as you stretch it, it'll stay. I'm just using a regular permanent marker. Now the tails come with a protective coating on it, so it doesn't hurt to wipe that off before you mark this tail. It won't absorb as well if you don't. Okay, tail's marked, just kind of like you do your rubber legs for your crab patterns and whatnot. It's the same thing, same concept. Okay, so now all I want to do is I want to put on my spoon skins right here. I'm going to remove this center portion so that the epoxy or the Loon resin actually goes through on both sides, helps create a better bond. The fat portion goes towards the front. Simply line it up, hold it back, tie that rear tab in, go underneath, work towards the front, tie the front tab in. Now before you tighten it too much, if it's not perpendicular, you can actually grab it, shift it, tie it in, and work your way back until it just starts to create a curve in the front as you wrap your threads. Then come back up to the front, and there's just enough space in the front to tie in your medium bead chain at this point. So I'm going to tie this medium bead chain to the very front here. There you go. Crisscross it in. Flip finish. Okay, so the last step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up my UV clear fly finish thick Loon into the mixing cup and put enough in there to coat. I want to coat both front and back side of this spoon skin. And then I'm going to use the Firebrick Red to basically complement the color of the tail. I'm going to use a toothpick to mix it up. And it doesn't take very much. I'm going to use very little of this coloring. So you actually get a really good value when you buy this stuff. Use about that much UV resin. And then literally that much coloring. Alright, first thing first, I'm going to coat the inside along the edges of the hook. Make sure I get in the gaps. And the cool part about the spoon skins is that when you get in between that stuff and you flip the fly over when you're using your curing light, it's actually going to cure all the way through. And if you were to sit down and make a whole bunch of these, you can mass produce them pretty quickly. So if you're in a pinch and you want to get out on the water the next day, it doesn't take any time to tie all the tails on and the spoon skins, make one big batch of the Loon, and then cure it up and you're ready. And there you have it, a spoon fly in a matter of minutes. Like I said, if you're doing a big batch, you can really bust a bunch of these out at once.